It's Blackout Tuesday. Rest in peace to George Floyd. What's up, guys? It's SID back again with a brand new video. First of all, I want to put my beliefs out here before I start talking about this to the best of my ability. I'm going to take it slow because I've tried filming this, but I've got so much stuff on my mind. So much stuff's happening in the world. It's kind of making me lose track of thought, and I'm not very good at communicating. But anyway, my beliefs are that we need to unite together. We need to stand together, all for one cause. We need to stand up for the right of our freedom, for privacy, for our voice to be heard again. How I see the world is, I don't see colour, I don't see race, I don't see differences. All I see is how we're all the same, how we're one, how we all bleed, how we all breathe. But we get programmed to understand and to know that we have differences, different religions, different colours, different race. We get taught in school about our differences, and we have to put in what nationality we are, if we're like British Gypsy, if we're like black or Caribbean, Caucasian, white Irish, Scottish, British, you know what I mean? We all get pointed at for what our differences are, and we might all be different, but we're unique in our own way. We're all individuals, but we're still all one, and we need to unite together to get our freedom back, because they might say that we have freedom now, but the way I look at it, we definitely don't. We have a lot more freedom than maybe what we used to do, but sometimes it feels like there is higher secret societies that run the world, that run the media, that run the government, that are trying to watch us, trying to gain control over the masses, and it all needs to be stopped. So yeah, that's how I see the world. We're all one, me, you, everybody that I know. We're all the same. I don't discriminate. And all this stuff just needs to stop. But yeah, if you don't know about this George Floyd situation, then I'd suggest maybe looking up, doing your own research, finding out stuff online, on the internet. Basically, another black man was killed by a police officer in America. I'm not even going to try to say what state it was in. Minneapolis, is that how you say it? Yeah, when I saw this, I think I was maybe a day late to the whole situation, and when I saw it, I really wasn't surprised. America has a history of police brutality. To be fair, the whole world has a history behind just being racist and taking away people's rights, enslaving people, making them work in that. The whole world history is kind of fucked. I feel sorry for everybody that has to put up with racism, or whether it's people being homophobic or people slandering their religion and their beliefs. I feel sorry for everyone that has to put up with it. But just to let you know, I'm here with you, and we should all stand together. I've been seeing videos after, and seeing peaceful protests, which I'm all for. We should be protesting about our rights, about justice, about everything that we stand for. Peaceful protests are absolutely fine. But then I see on the news, on the media, on social media, that there's riots going on, crazy big massive riots that are all getting out of hand. Police are shooting rubber bullets, throwing tear gas in, and people are looting shops, people are burning down buildings, which I think riots is not the way to go. I feel like the people that are doing it, they think that they're standing up for something, and they think that they're doing it for a purpose and for a meaning, but they're just destroying more people's lives. It's just not the way to go about this, just inciting more violence and that, and yeah, it's not good. But then, about the riots, I see that some of them are being incited by people that are maybe agents, like undercover agents, because they've got their like hand to their ear, and you can see like the little transparent spirally thing that connects to some like radio system or whatever. And I see that the police has been dropping off bricks in certain states.
This right here?
Yeah, they put them there.
This the setup.
They put them there on purpose,
Y'all know
bro.
where we at.
They gonna set them on right up on the rail.
Y'all know what building this is
Come
right
on
here.
now.
I ain't even gonna say what name it is.
Hey, where do them bricks go to? Where do them
This
bricks
is
go
setup.
to? Where do them bricks
We
go
gotta
to?
do better.
Ain't no.
Bruh, you got them bricks, bruh. We are protesting. Shit crazy. Some random ass bricks, bruh. Ain't no construction. Ain't no construction, bruh. Just some random ass bricks sitting here.
And people are inciting the riots. I see people are vandalising and spraying buildings that are not part of the Black Lives Matter movement. And they're spraying these buildings, and then what the media's gonna do is they're gonna shoot that building and say how all these black people, they're criminals and they're thugs, and it's just not right. The media gets controlled, and the media is there to control the people. They control what we see and what we hear. People control what they talk about. They're the ones that write the script. They're the ones that put what's going to be put on the news today. And yeah, this whole world is ran by people higher above. Well, they think they're higher above, but they're definitely not, because we have the power. Yeah. So yeah, the media decides what we get to see, what we get to hear, and they'll be filming these riots, saying how they're thugs, how they're criminals.
Funny how the media covers white riots versus black protests. Seems like when the protesters are black, the media uses some pretty harsh words.
The bad guys, lawlessness, looting, wild animals,
criminals and thugs.
Thugs. Isn't it the right word?
However, if you're white and you're tearing up the city because of a game, you're just young people.
Young people danced on a flipped over car as UK fans did stupid things.
Some maybe got a little out of control.
Seeing a scene like this just shows how passionate the UK fans are.
It's so tough to lose, and unfortunately the ugly side that we sometimes see in sports.
And notice how the police always show up to a black protest in military-grade equipment, and yet the media claims they're just doing nothing.
It's inexplicable why the police are doing nothing.
Let's mobilize the National Guard.
If I'm a riot and I see the police doing nothing, I might feel like I have a license.
You would.
But at white riots, the cops actually are standing around doing nothing.
Another group of cops over there just standing there.
No.
And then they'll be filming the looters, saying how they're destroying public property and they shouldn't be doing this, they should be locked up. They are the problem in America. And then they'll be filming white people looting, and they'll be going, oh, this is such a bad thing to see. Hopefully they're just an employee and they're not actually stealing anything.
It is incredible to see in a unfortunate way. I can only hope that this person isn't stealing and that maybe they are an employee. But based on what I have seen tonight,
because basically this is all part of an agenda. Governments have agendas. The media are the ones that help put this agenda across to the public, and they run on a system there's a problem, then there's a kick-up fuss about something, and then the government's like, here's the solution. And that's how the world is run. We live in the Matrix. Maybe some people might look at me weird when I say that. That's a film, bro. Nah, that's real life. But yeah, I've seen other videos, and I also saw Trump's Twitter, and there was protests, and I think there was white people with guns standing out and protesting about something that they wanted. And Trump was like, these people need help, these people need talked to, they have a right to do all this, blah de blah. But then Trump on this situation was like, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. But yeah, like I was saying, there's an agenda, and America, they want to put across martial law again. They want control over the people, they want people to obey the law, they want people to obey the government, and they want people to fall into place and fall into society and be in the land of the free. But it's really not the land of the free, is it? I'm just sick of seeing all the hatred and all of the evil, wicked stuff in the world. But we need to stand together. This is a chance where we need to stand together, no matter what colour, race, religion. We all need to stand together for a purpose, for a meaning, to fight for our rights. And we can do this, because we have the power. It's just really, really frustrating. It just seems like the whole stuff goes in a cycle and cycle. And after all this is over, there's going to be something else that happens. I can guarantee it. It's just, the whole situation is blown up by the media to portray these people that are fighting for a good movement, for the Black Lives Matter. I'm all for that movement. I'm all for the All Lives Matter as well. But maybe the All Lives Matter just has to stand down for a bit, because we need to stand for our black communities, because they've been taking a lot of shit for a lot of years. And it's just not fair. Injustice, and they don't get treated equally. But yeah, there's a whole agenda going on, all about this race war. Another thing why I don't agree with the riots is now this gives the government a reason to put surveillance in every neighbourhood. This is what they want. They want to be able to track everybody, trace everybody, be able to see everybody, to hear everybody's blooming conversation. I mean, this phone definitely records me 24/7. It knows what I'm saying right now. I need to explain this on another video, kind of going off track. We need to stand together as a community, as nations, as people, as one. Through my meditation, I've realised that there's no race. Race is man-made. There's no race. They created race because someone has to finish first and someone has to finish last. They made race because there's people in the world that'll actually feed into this stuff and think that they're superior because they're a certain skin colour. Because through the whole history, through the British Empire, the French Empire, through the slave trade, it's always been us against them, and I've never seen it like that. I've never seen it like that. But yeah, there's just an agenda, and this is to distract you from something else that's going on in the world, because I've been doing research about a lot worse things, and it's about the people that are running the world, it's about the elites, and this is just a distraction to keep you distracted for a little bit of time whilst they do more fuckery behind your back. I'll explain stuff on later videos, but yeah, we need to stand together. I can't say this enough. We need to stand together. This is our time. I see the world collapsing, the matrix that is ran by the elites, the government and the media. I can see it all collapsing in front of me, and it's actually making me happy, even though what's going on is sad. But there's so many theories behind this whole George Floyd situation. People need to research more. Don't just listen to what certain news articles are saying. Don't just listen to the news. Do more research, delve in deeper.
Look at that shit! Bounce on the hood, motherfucker! Look at that shit! The cops are breaking their own car, and they're gonna blame it on the protesters.
And you will see what is happening. These riots, they are set up. There's people out there inciting the riots that are not there to get justice. They're probably there for a paycheck.
And you get a check directly from Soros.
Directly from Soros.
That's incredible.
Signed by him. He even invited me to lunch.
Does he sign it in blood?
He said if I'm willing to like gather some more friends, I can get paid like twice as much for every friend that I gather, and kind of set up a pyramid scheme.
And you can get rich just based on protesting for Soros, right?
I already have, yeah. So basically, I've been organizing most of the protesting that you see in California so far, and it's all due to being paid. If I wasn't paid, I would be, like skiing. What?
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. I just wish more people knew about it, because then we could actually like start a movement.
This whole thing might even be set up. Another thing that I saw is when George Floyd, the whole thing, just watch the video and watch the ambulance that pulls up, and watch the two people that come out of the ambulance, or just watch the people that come out the ambulance. It's not a paramedic. It's not no one to do with health. It's a police officer. He's in a police officer's uniform. So George Floyd didn't even get any medical attention when he got put into the ambulance. The whole thing was fucked up. I learned in public services that you're not meant to kneel on someone's back for more than a few minutes, because they could start getting breathing problems. And but his back wasn't being knelt on. It was his fucking neck and his legs, maybe even his lower back too. 3 police officers on him. The whole thing was about him apparently, allegedly, giving a fake $20 bill at a shop. But yeah, everybody go do your research. You know what I stand for. I stand for the whole of humanity. Everybody that's on their daily grind, everybody that's struggling. I'm lucky to be here, and everybody that I know, my friends, we're all lucky that we have this life. We're privileged. We don't have to put up with this stuff. But now it's time to stand together as a whole community, as nations, as a whole race. There's only one race, guys. It's the human race. What we got taught at school was to try and separate us and divide us. That's all a lie. Most things that we get taught are a lie. It's about waking up. Wake up. We need justice. Hopefully, I haven't missed anything too much. But yeah, just out here, enjoying life in nature, about to meditate after this. We need justice. There's countless black people that get killed by police officers. There's countless people that have to deal with police brutality. And there's plenty of racism incited on the news. They always want to try and separate and divide us, guys. Wake up. They are trying to divide us. They are trying to separate us from our true cause, from our true meaning, from our true purpose. And what is that? We all need to get together. We all need to stand together, unite, spread love, positivity, and don't let our differences get in the way. Let our differences uplift each other. Is it really that hard? I see the Matrix falling down, and there's a lot set up, and I haven't read too much about this one, but there was someone in Paris, and it's the exact same. He's got his knee on his neck. Fam, how can it be like that? Is it a a massive coincidence, or is it just? I won't be surprised if something happens in the UK next, or something like that. But it's like they want us to find out that this is all being ran. This is all a big plan. Everybody do their own research. Everybody spread love. Get together. Stay close with your loved ones. Expand out. Everybody start speaking up, even if your voice shakes a bit. Use your platform to do well and stand up for something. Stand up for your beliefs. Because if you don't stand up for anything, then you're gonna die for nothing. Everybody stand up. We can't let this keep carrying on. It's just a misery. Another soul taken from the earth. And now there's just more division. Now there's more fear. Now there's more reason to put surveillance on us. I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, they just have more reason to put surveillance on us. They have more reasons to control us now. But yeah, we need to fight back peacefully. There's more of us than them. Just wanted to keep it brief and firm on this one topic. But yeah, there's videos out there that are awful. But another thing, let's end it on a positive note, because there's people out there that I saw a black guy. He was going up to the police. He was shaking their hands, saying that I see you as people trying to do a job. It's not fair that all of yous are getting slated and being slandered, being abused. And he was getting told off by this other black male, saying, "You're a pussy, bro. You're a pussy. What the fuck you doing? Like, F the police and all this and that." But he was like, "No, I'm staying neutral, because I see these as humans and I see yous as humans. And just because he's wearing a uniform doesn't mean he's a bot. And just because you're wearing a uniform and you have a skin colour doesn't make you a criminal. We're all equal and we're all humans and we're one," basically. It's what he was saying. Then I saw another video of this sheriff that was saying, "Listen, we'll do anything. We come out here to protect you. We don't want to do any resort to violence or anything like that, and we'll do anything that you want us to do. We don't want protests. Let's make this a parade." And he's like, "What do you want us to do?" And everyone was like, walk with us. And all the police started walking with them. And that, both of them videos just brings a smile to my face, because it just proves that humanity isn't all lost. There's still good out there, and light always comes out on top. And this is what this great awakening is about. It's about standing together, fighting for our freedom, fighting for our rights, getting it, and then we have the power in the world. We don't have to listen to people that are meant to be above us, that have more power, they have more money and riches and fortune. There's loads of dodgy shit going on. If you want to find out more, do your own research. Just look up something called Pizzagate. Just look up the deep state. Look up the cabal. Find out what I mean by the Matrix. Because when I talk about stuff like this, people look at me crazy. I might seem crazy. This is a crazy world we live in. But we need to stand together. We need to stand up for something. Stand up for people. We're one. There's no race out there. It's a lie. We're one. There's no colour. We might look different. But if I cut him and if he cuts me, we're going to bleed the same colour. Peace, man. This is what this world is about. Finding peace. Being free. That is my birthright. That is your birthright. Being free. And the change starts today. It's called Blackout Tuesday. But you know what comes out from darkness? The light. And that's what's happening. I'm going to be releasing more videos. We need to start speaking out. Let's not fall down and obey people that govern our mental government. You know what I'm saying? There's no race. There's just you and me. There's just I. There's just one. One. And we will win this battle. We will come out on top. Peacefully and rightfully. Let them control you. Start doing what you want to do. Start living your life how you want to live. And you will have a life filled with abundance. And filled with happiness. We already deal with enough bullshit in the world that goes on in our personal lives. We shouldn't be taking shit off people that are trying to govern us, that are trying to control us. We shouldn't be taking shit off them. We already deal with trauma and death in families, in our close friendship groups. Don't let them control us. Fight for something today. This is me speaking out. Hopefully I haven't come across wrong. But yeah, that's my beliefs, my opinions. Everybody's entitled to have theirs. You don't have to believe everything that I say. You don't have to think that everything that I've said is right. You might think that some of it's wrong. You might have a different opinion, different belief. Yeah, that is perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. We're allowed to agree to disagree. But what I hope we can all agree on is fighting for peace, fighting for freedom, fighting for a better new earth, for a cleaner earth. We've all got this. Stay connected, guys. It's been SID once again. I've said that loads, you know, but I just felt like I had to carry on. I have to get stuff off my mind. We're all different, we all work different. But yeah, it's been SID. Peace, much love to everybody out there. And may God bless us all. See you guys.
Like this, plain and simple, we just don't live like this. They don't photo and everything. Photo me and him. We can't pick someone that can't defend themselves. A cop can't defend himself, so we're here. Anyone who wants to throw shit at a cop, or pick on a cop, pick one of us the fuck out, and we'll go around the corner and fight you one-on-one. So unless that, take that fucking faggot energy, take that fucking faggot energy, and go somewhere else. We just want peace. But
a number of state and local governments have failed to take necessary action to safeguard their residents. Innocent people have been savagely beaten, like the young man in Dallas, Texas, who was left dying on the street.
fucking away